what do you love and hate the most about your characters?
Oh. Another moment of thinking.
I don't hate anything about Alfred. He's perfect. That's because he's my son. Next question.
Il dit je ne déteste rien à propos de mon personnage, vraiment. Et Georges qui dit c'est normal, c'est mon fils.
My goodness, I hate something about him. I must. No, I can't think. What would you say?
Well, hate is a very strong word.
Hate, yeah. I dislike his impressionableness. What's the word in English? How impressionable he is. Ça veut dire que je n'aime pas comment Athelstan est si mouvable. Impressionnable, voilà. C'est une qualité bonne dans un être humain peut-être, mais pour moi c'est trop avec lui. Je regarde lui comme caractère et je dis choisir, alors juste choisir. Oui, comme Georges était un peu comme un garçon pendant le tournage, et j'ai joué un garçon qui était manipulé par des hommes forts, Ragnar, et moi j'ai pensé, Georges pensait pendant le tournage, Georges, fais attention à ça dans la vie. Et bon, je suis là en faisant des photos comme ça avec Jordan et Alex. Et, alors, j'ai appris rien. I say this in English, or has everyone got it? No. I'm sorry. Yeah. I was just saying how what I don't like about Athelstan is how impressionable he is, and how movable and maneuverable he is. And I, as George is a young man growing up at the time, working on a character that was a young man that was very manipulated by older, powerful male testosterone figures, I was like, hey, remember, don't be manipulated by testosterone men. And then I said, a lot has changed because I'm now here 10 years later, bending over on all fours, taking photos with Jordan and Alex, hitting me. So I've really learned a lot.
Yeah. I would say I think they're quite similar. What I love and hate about Alfred are probably the same things. Because well maybe not actually. Maybe I don't like his empathy. But I like, I love his sympathy. Like he takes on too much, and I think it's his weakness, but in some ways it's his strength, you know. And as you see in the series, he wants peace. That's his objective, and. You know, I think, he feels, and yeah, it makes things a little bit complicated for him. I think in the end you see that it really comes down to, you know, he can't work with Ivor, and he can't feel bad for Ivor anymore. He's got to fight him. There comes a time when you've got to pick up the sword, and you've got to, you know. Yeah, so I think that's my answer, if that makes sense.
Pour lui, il dit que, en fait, ce qu'il n'aime pas est aussi ce qu'il aime. C'est-à-dire, il n'aime pas le côté beaucoup trop empathique d'Alfred, mais en même temps, on voit que il a un côté c'est pas sympathisant, c'est... Non, justement, il n'aime pas le côté trop empathique, mais... mais c'est le contraire de faire avoir pitié, c'est oh là là, je l'ai là. Ah. Ouais, ouais, on va dire compréhensible, ça va être ce qui se rapproche le plus. Et que, en fait, Alfred, il essaye trop de comprendre les autres, il veut tout le temps la paix, il veut tout le temps... Et en fait, il y a un côté où il réfléchit trop, et il dit alors qu'il y a un moment, en fait, vas-y, prends ton épée, genre pour Ivar, prends ton épée, alors qu'il est toujours en train d'essayer de comprendre l'autre, de se mettre à la place de l'autre. Donc à la fois, ça reste une bonne qualité, mais ça peut en devenir un défaut.
Hi, I'm Sophie. So I would like to know what is your favorite scene and your favorite dialogue line in Vikings.
In the whole show or about their character?
In the whole show. For you or for your character.
Ah, okay.
Oh. You got something? Because I need to think. Have you something?
I need to think. Let's do some thinking. Watch this. This is the most interesting thing you'll see today.
Ils ont besoin de penser à la réponse. Et Georges dit ouais, là c'est le truc le plus intéressant que vous aurez du moment de la journée.
You go. No.
I was going to say that I had a lovely opportunity in Vikings to have many a monologue to my and but there's a lovely moment I think in season 5 when there's the battle against King Harold, and it's a beautiful moment in that scene when Alfred is describing the battle, and I thought that was really expertly done, that whole sequence, because the element of it being revealed what happened, and then when she leads to Hetman's death and everything. I just thought it was a lovely piece, and Michael is so great with his words. So I had a lot of fun doing that one.
So it's the scene when Alfred is explaining the battle against
King Harold in season 5. Yes, yeah, he's explaining it to the survivors.
Okay. Sa scène préférée, c'est dans la saison 5, quand Alfred explique aux survivants le combat qu'ils ont mené contre Harald, et il dit, je trouve que Michael a fait vraiment un travail exceptionnel sur le dialogue et sur la manière dont, c'est vraiment un truc genre d'expert sur la manière dont c'est amené.
Yeah.
And your favorite line of dialogue?
Yeah, I was just going to say you mean it separately, as a separate?
Yes, yours, not someone else.
There was just, I cannot remember the specific line. I didn't know that well, obviously, not there anymore. When Alfred talks about the deer on the battlefield, that's one of my favourite moments. It's the first time you get introduced to his sort of he's observing Christ and God. You know, he's communicating with it. Yeah, and it's his moment of strength for Alfred when he sees the deer on the battlefield. I just thought it was a very powerful moment. Yeah, and then he says, "I knew we had the risen Christ on our side." You know,
okay.
I thought it was quite beautiful. Yeah.
Il dit, évidemment, il ne peut pas se rappeler de la phrase exacte parce que ça manque trop de temps, mais c'est le moment où Alfred voit le cerf, la biche, sais pas si c'est un cerf ou une biche, mais, et que pour lui c'est un peu l'apparition de Dieu, et qu'il explique, c'est un moment de force où il explique que là il sait que Dieu est à leur côté. Il dit que pour lui c'est vraiment un très beau moment.
Was I there in flashback? Because I was in a lot of flashbacks that I didn't know about.
Really? Were you?
Athelstan.
I never knew you. I couldn't have been. It was in my brain, so I couldn't. It wouldn't have worked.
No. Yeah,
Oh, that
sure.
was yeah. Oh. No, I don't know. Sorry.
No,
sorry.
sorry. No, it's. I
You're
also
kind of like Christ.
Thank you.
You're kind of like Jesus. So you know, and Alfred loves Jesus.
Yeah. I only started knowing my lines, by the way, when I started coming to conventions. So I was like totally in your boat. And I only started learning what Athelstan's lines were when these lovely, wonderful people were like, you know, when you said, I was blind, but now I see.
Yeah.
I go, oh, yeah.
Yes, I know.
But us actors, we can't, like, remember, you know, because it's like work, you know, so you like learn it and then it's gone, because you're learning the next thing and then it's gone.
Yeah.
So I only now can say what my favourite piece of dialogue was, because I've been reminded of so many.
Maybe powerful moments as an actor, maybe?
No. For me, it's actually just, I mean, anything that Linus Roach said, we were just talking about.
Yes.
In the one actually I just mentioned, I was blind but now I see. Just after that, Ragnar says, "You will not leave me." He says it like this, you know, like, and that was quite a powerful moment for me. En français. En français?
Ah, si tu veux.
Vitement, juste, je dis, comme comédien, on ne peut pas se souvenir tous nos lignes, tout le dialogue, parce que c'est un peu comme le travail, on apprend les lignes et puis on l'oublie pour apprendre les prochaines lignes. Et j'ai dit à Ferdia que ça va arriver pour vous, pour raconter les lignes, parce que moi, j'ai appris les lignes d'Athelstan de vous en venir aux conventions. Alors merci beaucoup pour me donner ces lignes de dialogue d'Athelstan. Et moi j'ai dit que ce moment où Athelstan a dit en français c'est quoi?
J'étais aveugle et maintenant je vois.
J'étais aveugle et maintenant je vois. Ça, ce moment est, mais en particulièrement, après ce ligne, Ragnar dit tu ne peux pas me quitter, sortir, tu ne peux pas partir. Ça c'est mon moment préféré.